You have this open.
Yeah.
This has been chilling for like a minute now.
Way too long.
Way too long, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have some dust.
Okay.
So let's go back here. We'll spray it one more time. Squeegee it clean.
So you probably don't need to use as much water either, right?
No. We're just doing a quick clean. Personally, I obsess over those small details. Like, hey, this has been hanging out for too long.
Mm-hmm.
45 seconds. Let's go wipe it off.
Yeah, it's what I immediately do for every tint pattern right before you're gonna install. Always just sweep it off because you can have lots of little whatever, and especially with this facing just flat and exposed. Yeah, just get this squeegeed off and put right on. So with this, your environment matters a lot more, even than window tint. Window tint you can do in a lot of different places, but this, there's no way to cover this up.
Yeah. And now we'll actually, this will be our final spray down.
Okay.
I'm gonna wipe it
Okay.
off.
I like it. There you go, I feel better now.
Alright, and this will be our first time doing it, so hopefully it's not that bad.
Okay.
So, give me your hands like this. Yep.
Yeah.
You hold the film.
Okay.
Transition to your wrist.
Okay.
Yep. And then bring it close to your chest.
All right.
There we go. So I'm gonna open this, and you're gonna grab this. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Put it on your wrist.
Yep, it's getting away from me.
Mm-hmm. So hold it with like that.
What do you mean? Like this, or
Hold the liner. Yes. There we go.
where's my liner? Okay.
And
So
this
that's
does
gonna be
feel-
like this.
Yeah.
And then the roll's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring
Okay.
it closer to your chest.
Okay.
There we go. That allows it to not fully open.
Okay.
So for this being our first time, we're totally fine. Okay?
I see what you're
So
doing.
let's bring your hands to about 12 and 12 inches from the edge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go super wide.
Yep.
And my whole goal is to put tension.
Yep.
So as we walk, you start walking away.
Yep.
I start walking towards the car. You keep it nice and tight. You can lower it.
Hey. That was cool.
So for me,
Yeah.
that's the easiest and the quickest.
That was really quick. Yeah. You definitely need two people to do it, but that was super efficient.
Yeah. And that was your first time ever doing it.
Yeah.
So like you do that 2, 3.
Yeah.
By the third time, you're like, oh, we got like.
It's my first time minus a million windshields that I've reverse rolled, but none of them have been quite like that. But I see what you're doing. You're trying to anchor it here, and just like that roll is going in your elbows there. Cool.
My PPF version.
I like that.
Not bad.
No, and that lined up.
Yeah.
Ah,
As long as we.
damn near perfect. I'm
As long
just
as we
shy.
both know kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
We could get that on so quick. So
Yeah.
We sprayed it, wiped it.
Yep.
sprayed it
Yeah,
one
because
more time.
there's no extra like exposure time. It's not like a parachute going on or whatever. It's already facing down. Super seamless. Yeah,
Me and one of my other guys do it in like 10 seconds.
that's nice.
And it'd be rare to like then get dirt contamination, stuff like that under the film. And if you did,
Yeah.
hey, it's just slightly bad luck.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so if we were to start squeegeeing right now,
Yeah.
it would be awful. We have a really big piece of film, right?
Yeah.
If we were just to try and squeegee this out right now, we'd run into just crazy issues because we have too much excess film in certain areas.
Okay.
So we want to do what we call in our industry is a 4-corner stretch.
Okay.
So we're going to tack, let's say that back corner, this corner, and then we're going to do these 2 stretches and tack to the front bumper.
Okay.
And then we're going to try, you see this big finger?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try to stretch it out to where we can get the edge of this hood to be flush, so all the fingers disappear.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Slide on over here.
All right.
So we're just using hot distilled water or just hot water. Doesn't even have to be distilled.
Just gotta be clean.
Just gotta be clean water. Just have some nice clean water. Alright. Now that we actually have film on the car, we're gonna utilize those 3 inches that we had before. We wanna lay this thing down as flat as possible. So let's say something like that.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to look pretty because all this is gonna get cut off anyways.
Okay.
Your side, let's lock that side down.
So, and on this side, we're gonna be, you wanna pull some of this flush.
Exactly. So we have a couple fingers on the back of the hood.
Yeah.
We want to do, let's imagine a 10% stretch. So you want to do a 10% stretch to get rid of those fingers, and then we get this to tack down here.
Okay.
So something like that.
Okay. So now all those fingers went away and everything's laid flush right across that top edge.
Exactly. That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
That's good. That one's good. Those are the easy ones to do. The front ones are slightly harder.
Okay.
And the front ones are the harder ones because we have these massive fingers, and these are the ones that we're going to try to get rid of.
Okay.
So I'll do one first, and then I'll pull mine up, and then I'll have you. That way you can get a little stretch time. So here's what we're looking for. All right, so we want this thing somewhat floating, and floating means like, hey, the film is happy, it moves around.
Mm-hmm.
We have big finger, big finger, big finger, lots of fingers over here as well. Our goal is to stretch diagonally. Like if we were standing on top of the hood, imagine a big X.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna stretch from that corner to this corner.
It's like a bed sheet. You're trying to stretch it over your bed.
Our goal is to stretch until those fingers go away.
And wiggle it as you go, so it it all frees up, and now all these fingers just went completely away. Yeah, because then all that lays flush.
So the wiggle, if I was just to pull straight and I hold it here for about 5 seconds, it locks in.
Okay.
But if I keep the film in constant movement,
Yeah.
it'll never stick until I tell it to stick.
Okay.
Right? And boom, it sticks. It's already sticking there for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
So we got to get this to lock in.
Okay.
So that we can leave it alone. So then we can go do that side.
Okay.
There's 2 ways that I've been slowly teaching people, and one of them you can use the tack, which is just hot, clean water. This usually works really well. My goal is to stretch, and it's not to overstretch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to get proper stretch, right?
Okay.
Proper stretch, get it to where you want it. Hold it, and squeegee it down so it stays.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, which sometimes it doesn't, what I like to do is utilize use the adhesive, like raw adhesive. Like raw adhesive on a dry body panel, now it turns into kind of like vinyl.
Yeah.
As soon as that touches this body panel, it's gonna grab right away.
Okay.
All this is getting cut off anyways. So we're gonna wipe this completely clean. We're gonna wipe this completely clean. And then we're gonna get our stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stick that.
And then that'll anchor. Okay.
But I don't want to play around with all the stretching and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you can get it to lock in for a couple seconds, then you come in and you really secure it down with your squeegee.
Yeah.
Push it down, and then that's golden right there. What we're looking for is this to look flush. We don't want big fingers in the way.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and try this one. And I really like the dry technique. So we'll do that one again. This is like a very, very new thing. Like in 2024 is when I started teaching this way.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, this is I honestly don't think anybody's doing this online, which is kind of crazy. Right? Yeah.
No, it makes perfect sense.
So we'll loosen all this up.
Yeah, and everything has laid completely flat.
Yeah, we'll get our stretch, and we're not going to overstretch because
No.
anybody can overstretch.
Yeah.
The whole goal is to find perfect balance where the fingers go away, you're not overstretching your film, and then you get this delay right there.
Yep.
That is what we're looking for.
That makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Now that we have the stretch,
Yeah.
now we'll reflow, we'll add more moisture underneath it, and then we can begin squeegeeing.
Okay.
But, just for fun, let's have you do it.
Okay.